A fresh energy surges through the veins of the compact electric SUV segment, and this time, it's coming from South Korea with a name that's been quietly redefining expectations, Kia. What once stood as an economy brand is now steadily evolving into a legitimate powerhouse in the world of EVs. The 2026 Kia EV4 is not just another addition to Kia's electric lineup, it's a bold declaration that the compact class deserves as much innovation and style as the flagship models. The moment you lay eyes on the EV4, it refuses to whisper. It speaks in crisp lines, sharp edges, and a futuristic posture that suggests this isn't a crossover stuck between categories. It's a standalone identity. Lower, sportier, and more aggressive than its larger siblings, the EV4 brings concept car styling to the real world, wearing the new opposites united design language like a tailored suit with attitude. Angular headlights slice through the darkness with a new vertical DRL signature that forms a glowing T on each corner, making its face instantly recognizable, even from a distance. The grille, if you can call it that in the EV era, is sealed, dressed in body color, and sculpted for aerodynamic smoothness. The front bumper's geometric pattern hides clever active air flaps, while the side profile carves out a coupe-like silhouette with sharp creases, flush door handles, and a blacked-out roof that creates a floating canopy illusion. Underneath the style sits Kia's proven eGMP platform, which already supports icons like the EV6 and EV9. But here, it's been adapted to emphasize agility and compact urban performance. The wheelbase is stretched just enough to allow a planted stance and generous interior space, while the overhangs are trimmed to make city maneuvering intuitive. Wheels start at 19 inches and go up to a dramatic 21-inch aero-optimized design, pushing the visual dynamic further than typical crossovers in this class. Around back, the EV4's rear end feels more like a designer's canvas than a necessity. A slim, full-width light bar bends downward dramatically at the edges, forming a stylized boomerang that's framed by an integrated spoiler. The tailgate is minimalistic, with a small Kia badge and nothing else. No name, no trim badges, just the quiet confidence of a car that knows what it is. Once the doors glide open, the cabin of the EV4 presents a stark contrast to the complexity of its exterior. Minimalist yet warm, it feels curated, not constructed. The materials lean towards sustainable innovation. Recycled plastics, bio-based polyurethane, and vegan leather surfaces with an almost fabric-like softness. The dashboard floats horizontally, creating a sense of airiness, while a dual-screen layout greets the driver with a 12.3-inch digital cluster and an adjacent 12.3-inch infotainment screen. Seamlessly blended, the display isn't flashy, it's functional, quick, and intuitive, with a new generation of Kia's UI that prioritizes swipe-based navigation, custom widget layouts, and voice control that actually listens. Below it, physical buttons are still present for climate and audio, a subtle nod to tactile control that many will appreciate. Perhaps the most surprising element inside the EV4 is the emotion it stirs. There's ambient lighting that responds to your mood or drive mode. The seats, thin in design but rich in cushioning, are shaped for long-range comfort but also for aesthetics. A full-length panoramic sunroof invites the outside world in, while the rear seats slide and recline, offering flexibility that's often absent in compact EVs. Kia's focus on passenger experience extends even to the details. The center console is open and configurable, cup holders can hide away, storage bins are lined with soft-touch felt. Rear passengers don't just get space, they get USB-C ports, individual air vents, and the same level of materials as those up front. Beneath all the style and comfort lies a performance package that's tailored for both urban agility and long-distance confidence. In its base configuration, the EV4 delivers around 215 horsepower through a single rear-mounted electric motor. For those seeking more excitement, the dual-motor AWD variant pushes output to approximately 320 horsepower, zipping from 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds. It's fast, sure, but more importantly, it's smooth. The torque delivery is instantaneous, linear, and always on tap, especially in sport mode. The chassis has been tuned for balance rather than raw grip. With the battery mounted low in the floor, body roll is minimal, and directional changes feel sharp. Steering feedback has been enhanced over previous eGMP models, delivering more communication through the wheel without losing comfort. Regenerative braking is fully adjustable through paddle shifters, allowing for a tailored one-pedal driving experience in stop-and-go traffic or coasting freedom on highways. Range anxiety doesn't make it past the first week of ownership. The EV4's long-range battery option is expected to offer around 300 miles on a full charge, while the standard version clocks in at about 240 miles. Charging is where the EGMP platform shines. With 800-volt architecture, the EV4 can replenish from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes at a 350 kilowatts fast charger. That's less time than it takes to grab a coffee and check emails. At home, a level 2 charger can fully juice the battery overnight, and Kia's integrated app lets you schedule charging times, monitor status remotely, and even precondition the cabin before stepping inside. Bidirectional charging is also part of the equation. The EV4 supports vehicle-to-load V2L functionality, which means you can power external devices, from camping equipment to power tools, directly from the car. Some trims may even support vehicle-to-home V2H, future-proofing the EV4 as part of a home energy solution. Pricing hasn't been confirmed globally, but the EV4 is expected to start just below the $40,000 mark in most markets, making it a direct competitor to the likes of the Volvo EX30, Hyundai Kona Electric, and even some entry-level Teslas. But where the EV4 really distinguishes itself is in its completeness. It doesn't feel like a stripped-down entry into the electric world. It feels like a real car, one that happens to be electric. Driver assist features come standard across the board. Highway driving assist 2, smart cruise control, lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and autonomous emergency braking with pedestrian and cyclist detection form the foundation of Kia's ADAS suite. A new addition is remote smart parking assist 2, which allows the EV4 to park itself while you watch from the outside. The surround view monitor is high definition, the blind spot view camera activates in the cluster, and the digital rear view mirror provides a crystal clear feed at night or in heavy rain. There are clever touches that reveal Kia's attention to everyday usability. The frunk is small but well sealed, perfect for charging cables or small bags. The rear cargo area is flat and wide, with a split-level floor for added versatility. The rear hatch opens tall and wide, while a hands-free function makes access seamless when your arms are full. Fold the rear seats, and the EV4 becomes a surprisingly capable hauler for a weekend escape or a trip to the hardware store. There's even a hidden storage tray under the rear floor for valuables or muddy gear. Sound insulation has been taken seriously. Acoustic glass, wheel well dampening, and extra body sealing keep the cabin quiet, even at highway speeds. Combine that with the optional Meridian Premium audio system, and the EV4 turns into a mobile concert hall or a podcast sanctuary. What's remarkable is how the EV4 makes forward-thinking technology feel natural. The climate system uses AI-based learning to anticipate your comfort preferences based on past behavior. The navigation system taps into cloud data for real-time charging station availability, route planning, and traffic prediction. Even the drive modes are adaptive. In Eco, it subtly softens the throttle, tightens regeneration, and adjusts the HVAC for efficiency. In Sport, the steering weights up, the throttle becomes hair trigger sensitive, and the display graphics go red. In Normal, it finds the sweet spot, just smooth, calm confidence. The 2026 Kia EV4 doesn't shout. It doesn't need to. It's a quiet revolution, wrapped in bold design, carried on the back of serious engineering, and delivered at a price that feels almost too reasonable. In a world rushing to fill the electric space, the EV4 steps in with purpose and polish. It doesn't just compete, it redefines what should be expected from a compact electric crossover. With this car, Kia isn't just playing in the game, it's changing the rules entirely.